The last couple of years have been challenging for our ministry together at Dixon Baptist Church. Yet despite the challenges, God has been incredibly faithful to us. A number of new people have joined and been welcomed into our church. Our Dixon Kids ministry is thriving and our children are growing up hearing the gospel. In January, we planted a new evening congregation, connecting with new people, and the bathroom renovation has been completed and has been a great benefit to those with young children and with mobility challenges. We've eaten together, sung together, prayed together, studied the Bible together, and celebrated baptisms together. There is so much to be thankful for. In all of this, we can see the hand of God providing for us, sustaining us, and working among us so that we can pursue our mission together to be and make disciples of Jesus in a loving church, in our local community and beyond. As we look to the next season, we have some wonderful opportunities to further that mission. We have a new generation of children growing up in our church. And we want to be able to minister to and with them through their teenage years so that they can grow to become faithful, mature disciples of Jesus. We want to be able to connect with more teenagers so that they can explore faith. Our evening congregation is beginning to take on a life of its own. We have an opportunity to reach out to the people that we are not able to connect with in our morning congregation, particularly the many young professionals and students that are moving into Dixon as this area changes around us. We want to grow our capacity for ministry as a church as we pursue our mission together. We believe the next step for us is to employ a second pastor, someone to shepherd the evening congregation and to establish a junior youth ministry. The plan is to employ another pastor full-time for 3 years. This gives someone new some certainty and the capacity to do ministry well. It also allows our church to make a solid investment for 3 years in growing and establishing these new ministries. Our committee of management have investigated what it will cost to employ a second pastor. For a full-time pastor with a housing allowance for 3 years, we'll need to raise $340,000 over and above our regular budgeted offerings. Now, this is a big investment for us, but it is an investment into our mission and our ministry and our future together. This is a time for us to sow generously so that we can reap abundantly in the future. And I want to ask you to invest generously in 3 areas. Firstly, please invest in prayer for our church, for our youth, for our evening congregation, for those that God wants to reach through our ministry and for His generous provision for us. This is always the first investment that we want to make because we really believe that unless God builds the house, we labor in vain. Please invest in prayer. Secondly, please invest in discipleship. This isn't just about raising money. This is about raising faithful, mature disciples of Jesus. Over the next few weeks, there'll be a survey sent out about the discipleship in our church. And I want to urge you to prayerfully complete the survey and consider how you can invest in your own discipleship and in the discipleship of others. Please invest in discipleship. Thirdly, please invest financially. We're asking the church to pledge $340,000 over and above our regular giving over the next 3 years. That will give us the funds to employ a second full-time pastor for the next 3 years. Now we know that some will be able to pledge much to this project, others will be able to pledge little. But whether you can pledge a lot or a little, we are so thankful for whatever you can give. At this stage, we're asking for pledges, but we won't collect any money until we know whether we can go ahead. In your pack, there are some pledging forms. There is also an electronic pledging form on the giving section of our website. Those pledge forms will require your name and your contact details, but the only people who will see them are Bron in the office and Dan, our treasurer. Please fill in that form and return to the office before the 4th of September. I'm really excited about the next season. It's a time for us to invest in the future of our church so that we can pursue our mission of being and making disciples of Jesus together. So please invest your prayer. Please invest in discipleship. Please invest financially so that we can sow generously and reap abundantly in the future. Thank you very much.